Muri Zimbabwe hazvina kumira zvakanaka munyika yeZimbabwe. Tati tuve nenyaya kuti tikuzivise zvinhu zviripo zviri kuitika mumastreets esocial media muri Zimbabwe. Tinoti kana kari kutanga kusvika pano, gara wabaya button subscribe wotenda on notification bell kuti panoposta uri kutanga kuona mavideos anenge ari pano. Nyaya iripo inyaya yaNelson Chamisa muri Zimbabwe. Right, Nelson Chamisa akanzwika achitaurira pama-audios ake akaproducedwa neinonzi Daily News, achitaura pachake kuti lawyer rake rinova riti vari mupofu akanga achironga nevamwe vanga achironga navo kuti vanhu vapinde mustreet, but iye Nelson Chamisa ndiye akabloka vanhu kuti vapinde mustreet. Right, muri Zimbabwe vanhu munogona kuzviona sekunge Nelson Chamisa akaita zvakaipa pakuti vanhu vasapinde mustreet, because anoziva kuti vanhu vanonofa nemuzita rake kuti iye ndiye alawa vanhu kuti vapinde imomo. Ende vanhu vari kuronga zvinhu izvozvo vakafanana nana Timba vaichange achambotaura pamamwe maaudios ari kubuda, havana history inobatika pane zvematongero enyika. Hapana pavakambovhoterwa vachinzi vari kuita ani. Saka iye aizama kuda kuonesa vanhu kuti aiwa, imimi zvamuri kufunga kuti zviitika hamungabvise regime nekuenda kunoprotesta muroad, izvozvo zvazviitika. Hamungabvise ZANU-PF nekuenda kunoprotesta muroad kunodemonstrata, haibve nemviri iyoyo. So Nelson Chamisa munhu wekuti ari pedyo nezvinhu zviri kuitika. Zviri kutoitika izvozvo muZANU-PF anozviziva zvese zviri kutoitika kuna Emmerson Mnangagwa. Secret atone imwe secret yaainayo yaakatokipa ihombe. Ane vamwe vanhu vanotomuinforma kuti idya, relax, gara pasi, sichimbomira izvizvi because pane izvizvi. Ndoda kuti ndikupe muenzaniso ndisati ndaverenga nyaya yekuti munozviona zvichiita here mimi kuti izvozvi tine hondo iri muZANU-PF yekuti Chiwenga naED. Chiwenga totaura kuti ndini ndakakuisa ipapo, saka agreement yange takawira ndekuti iwewe ukasevha matems ako indopindawo mobva mati Chamisa futi ari achipinda ipapo. Tarirai hondo itorimo izvozvi muZANU-PF, opposition yese yakavhiringwa. Saka mimi mune sure here kuti makaita demonstration munobudirira? Vakomana vechisoja vanouya vakakurovai futi, munouya makapfurwa futi, because vanhu ava vari kutoda kutotenda Zimbabwe into one party state. Saka hapana pamunobudirira napo panyaya dzese dziri kuitika idzi, hapana kana one. So according to information iri panapa rutaura ichiti Nelson Chamisa is heard confirming while speaking to someone in the system that he is there to block people from going into the streets. He even says that when his own friend advocate Tawanpov proposed that people should go into the streets, he dismissed and rubbished the idea. What makes this even more shocking is the derogatory manner in which he speaks about a man who stood with him throughout his political career. This is the same Tawanpov who introduced Chamisa to his chamber so that he could become an advocate, represented him for free in 2018 elections case, and reportedly lost clients because of his association with Chamisa. Yet here is Chamisa speaking to someone in the system, trashing the very man who stood by him and confirming in his own words that he is there to make sure people do not go into the streets. Naizvozvo muri Zimbabwe ndo mashoko akaburitswa naChamisa paaudio iyoyo kuti tinge tichiisa pano tikwanise nekuda kwemacopyrights atinenge takatargetwa nawo nezvigananda, but ndo zvakatotaurika izvozvo.
Simply not the end of the matter at all, because what is in court, you have to ask, what is it that we have lost? If we are going to lose, it will be to lose the stopping of the bill before it is debated by Parliament, because that is what is in court on Wednesday. So it will not be to say that the bill is guaranteed. It would simply mean that these arguments which were put across to deal with trying to say the bill should not even be debated in Parliament for the reasons that are being pressed before the court on Wednesday. So if we lose, it means that we would not have succeeded in stopping the bill. The bill can then go on to be debated. Losing would not mean that the bill is correct or the bill is wanted, because that is not before the court. So losing would simply mean that we would not be able to stop it. It will then mean that people will continue opposing it politically. Then, of course, Parliament will have to go through the process. If Parliament finishes and then, like what they are saying, they don't go for a referendum, they want the president to sign it into law, then there will be another court action again in the same court, which will be a different argument to say that you cannot pass such a law without a referendum. So the referendum case is not yet before the court. It is a different case that can only come after the bill has been passed by parliament. So with this explanation and update, all we are saying the court processes are merely the various methods employed to try and stop the bill. Stopping it politically, people are continuing with that. Stopping it legally is what the courts are doing. If those efforts fail of stopping the bill, then we will continue to oppose the bill politically, and then legally we'll come again with other cases that will try and still make the bill not be law. But as you know, the legal process is merely one of the many processes that must be used to deal with. If the legal process succeeds, good, it will be very good to all of us. If it doesn't succeed, that is not the end of the world. Politically, we continue. What I should say is that we shouldn't have this bill at all ever becoming law, and I think we'll succeed. How we will succeed, which arrow will shoot or which bullet will kill, would depend on the circumstances. These actions are merely bullets: the legal bullet, the political bullet, the referendum bullet. All these are bullets that are coming in. Then the third and final position is that it will be very, very useful if at the end of all these processes, we get all people opposed to the CAB 3 real working under some coordinated action or under some coordinated roof, either as under united opposition or as a broad alliance, or you can give it any name. It's important that for now, and if we can manage it, and there's nothing that should separate us. If people really would then want to get into in the future into different political parties or remain sort of with their political parties, that is okay. But we must ensure that we don't have an undemocratic constitutional framework being imposed on the people. That there we must be united in whatever way. So that those will be my contribution. That is really my speech, more or less. Let the struggle continue. We will be very supportive. Everyone, I think, would be. It might not be possible from time to time to be all present at platforms such as this one, but it is important that you get the message that most of our people are quite happy with what is going on.
Thank you, Professor. We appreciate you for the update on what is happening in Zimbabwe and also the